there was not a connection between the legs and my mind. There was no connection. And I fell. I tumbled, okay? As soon as I see certain signs, certain red flags, I'm out of here. I'm gone. Peace out. Like, I'm not going to ask any questions. I don't need clarity on anything. I just need to get the heck up out of there. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Nia Olivia, and I'm back with another video. Now, this video is all about the 10 things that I will never do again. And you know what? If I'm doing this video and something else pops into my head that I'm never going to do again, I'm going to add that in too, because I don't have to stick to that number. I just want to say thank you so much for being here. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, hey. I decided to do this video because I think it's important to reflect on things that we've done in our lives, right? Things that we've done that have really served us, things that we've done that haven't, and things that we're just like, hell no. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna do that again. Things that have put us at risk, okay? How many of us have done something and then later on you're like, thank God I survived that. Like, thank you, Jesus, that wasn't my last moment. So that's what this video is all about. And hopefully you might be able to take something that I'm giving as an example of something that I would never do again, and you're not even going to do it and put yourself at risk for that particular thing. This is my list. Please get in the comments. Please share with us. Let us know what are some of the things in life that you're not going to do again. So let's get into this. I'm never eating chitlins again. I had chitlins as a kid, and I always was so disgusted with them. But then to really get the context of where they come from, I'm not going to do it again. And they didn't even taste that good to me. And and some people will say, well, they weren't cooked good if you could still smell them. It's just, I'm one of those people where if something has a smell attached to it, just like turkey, like I don't prefer to eat ground turkey. Only certain people can cook ground turkey to where I will eat it because there is an odor that's with it. With chitlins, there is a very distinct odor. I am never eating those things again. I don't want them. I don't care who cooked those. I don't care if it's the best chef in the country, in the world. I'm not going to eat those. Even though I never really heard of too many chefs making chitlins, but they probably do. I'm not eating those things anymore, okay? And y'all, when I say this is like one of my top things, this thing right here is waiting till the last minute to move. Woo! Jesus, take the wheel, okay? Moving can be so stressful. And I'm gonna tell y'all, the last time that I recently moved, I literally had a car accident the day before I had to be out of my house. I had a car accident and I was responsible. I hit someone because I was distracted. And I was like, you know what? There was so much going on. There were so many different factors and so many things that I needed to happen within such a short window of time. It was just too stressful. It was too much. I shouldn't have waited. And I will not do that to myself again. I will not put myself under I will not be in a stressful situation like that again when it comes to moving. Because I feel like I almost didn't make it. And I actually think that I've had some moving situations that have been even more stressful than that moving situation. But there's just no way that I'm going to be able to do that. And the fact that I had a car accident that now, vehicle has to get fixed, like car insurance could potentially go up. It's like all of that could have been avoided if I wasn't at the max. I just reached my max of, what I could handle and what I could deal with. So definitely, if you're in a situation, and it's kind of weird because I had a feeling something was going to happen. I remember telling my mom as we were heading back to the other house, I was like, be careful. I was like, I just don't come this way, because there was so much traffic going on that was going in the direction that I took to get back to my other house. And I just had a feeling that something was going to happen. So definitely, if you feel in your intuition that something is kind of like coming your way, really sit back and kind of reflect and just think about how you can be extremely careful in all of your next steps. Because if I had just driven in a different direction, if I've gotten off the street when I realized, hey, there's all these flashing lights, like I could have avoided potentially that accident. But hey, it wasn't a terrible one, but I just don't need that to happen again. And then just trying to get the house clean and get everything out of it. Like, God brought everything together, but I'm not about to put myself in that situation again, ever. And you shouldn't either. So one thing that I'm never going to do again, ride a roller coaster. Okay? I am not going to get on a roller coaster ever again in my life. And I know some people love roller coasters. They get this amazing thrill out of roller coasters. The last time I rode a roller coaster, I felt like I almost had like a near-death experience. It just was really weird. Like, it's been a long time. And I'm even the kind of person, like, you know how you'll ride like the baby roller coasters? Like, okay, maybe, but no. I'm just not riding any roller coasters anymore. Also, just when you see the people who have died on different roller coasters, I'm like, why would I want to die when I'm supposed to be doing something that's fun? And here's the other part of that. If this is supposed to be fun, why am I not having any fun? Sorry if there's a train in the background, but I'm not enjoying this at all. And when I get done, you know how you get off of a roller coaster and then you're like kind of walking funny and like your head feels all strange? Hell no. I do not want that to happen again. Like, so I'm just done. I'm not doing it again. This one right here. Okay, so this is my next one. Staying in a bad relationship for too long. That is just something that I'm never going to do again. I'm never going to allow myself to be in a bad relationship for an extended period of time. When you're in a bad relationship, it can take so much out of you and it can just truly impact your life in some really negative ways. So for me, it's like, if I notice, first off, hopefully I won't be in any more bad relationships, but you know what? You never know. But as soon as I see certain signs, certain red flags, I'm out of there. I'm gone. Peace out. Like, I'm not going to ask any questions. I don't need clarity on anything. I just need to get the heck up out of there. And I hope y'all do the same. Like, get up out of there, because that can be so detrimental to so many different aspects of your life. Like, it can literally hold you back from certain blessings that could be coming your way. And you can't even recognize sometimes the amazing things that are happening in your life when you're in a terrible relationship, because your standpoint and the way that you view things is just so negative. So yes, that is something that I will never ever do again. Ooh, this one right here. This one right here. Oh my God. Everybody can probably not relate to, but okay, so never ever will I ever go hiking inebriated. Or no, actually get inebriated while I'm hiking, okay? So let me break this scenario down. I'm not saying I did this. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I don't want to just put myself out there like that. But I went hiking one time, and it was just so beautiful, right? I used to go hiking in Chattanooga all the time with my homegirl when she stayed out there. And we go hiking to this beautiful waterfall, and we're hiking up, okay? So cool, going up. Once we get up there, everybody's like chilling, playing music, drinking. Like, it's like turned into, you know, into a party. But then we've got to go down. So as we're walking down, I now feel it, right? Like, my mind, like, everything is just not all the way 100. And I'm going down, and guys, I literally, like, there was someone else who was in front of us who fell, right? So I saw that person fall, and I'm like, okay, signs, right? But I'm like, I'm gonna keep going. My legs were going faster than my mind, if that makes sense. Like, my mind, there was not a connection between the legs and my mind. There was no connection. And I fell. I tumbled, okay? And I hurt my knee so bad. And I remember one of the girls in our group, like, she pulled me up or whatever, but like, my adrenaline was so high that I did not even really realize the gravity of what happened. I just wanted to go ahead and keep going down the mountain. Like, I just kept going. I didn't even really realize how messed up my leg was. If I can find a picture of my knee, I will insert it and insert where the waterfall was when that whole thing happened. But you don't need to do that. And some of you might say, well, what idiot would go hiking and then get some drinks, yada, yada, yada. Yes, I did do that. I don't need your judgment either, okay? Because I'm telling you this because I don't want you to do it, all right? So anyway, that was definitely a bad move. It took a good while for my knee to like get totally like healed up and everything like that. So definitely would never do anything like that again. Ooh, never will I ever again let someone do my hair and I don't like it and I don't speak up about it, okay? I think there are a lot of people out here who have been to salons, right? and they've gotten their hair done, and they don't even tell the person like, hey, I don't like this, or the way you're doing this. Like, they'll see them doing it and kind of have like an inkling or a feeling like, this doesn't look like it's gonna turn out the way that I envisioned it to turn out. Speak up. Like, no more will I ever go to a stylist and not like my hair, because at this point it costs too much to get your hair done. In Atlanta, it definitely costs to get your hair done. And I don't go to the salon a lot. I normally just do my own hair because I wear my hair curly. But when I need it straight, I do have to go to a stylist. Y'all, one time I had this sew-in, okay? And I remember telling a woman I was going down to Miami. And she could do hair. Like, she was a good hairstylist. But I'm going to Miami. So anyway, I was telling her, you know, I want something that's manageable while I'm in Miami. So she did a full sew-in with no leave out, right? That was the absolute worst hairstyle that I ever had. Like, it looked like a helmet. Like, it looked like I had just stuck a helmet onto my head and headed on out. Like, it was the worst weave I've ever had in my entire life. And so I just think, like, I was telling her that I wanted it a different way, but she was like, no, this is going to be what's best for you. And it's not like she was trying to sabotage me, but it was just ugly. So never will I ever, when I'm noticing that something is not right, let it keep going. You also don't have to always listen to what the stylist says, because sometimes they just want to hurry up and get done with you. And I think in that situation, she had a lot of clients and she just wanted me to hurry up and get on up out the way. Like, the other thing is, you should always have a stylist who's explaining to you. You know, when I got my hair done recently by Danny Ray, you know, she was explaining everything to me. She was explaining her technique to me. She was explaining all of the products that she was using. She was taking so much time and so much care with my hair. And I'm not going to anyone that is not displaying those same characteristics. If I cannot see that you really care about what you're doing and you're just trying to hurry up and get it done, no. I'm not going to that person anymore. Never will I ever again ride a motorcycle. All right. Like, this is something that I really, really, really am going to stick to, because when you think about the mortality rate, I'm not doing it. Motorcycles are dangerous. Now, I get it. If some people want to ride motorcycles and that's their thing, baby, go ahead. But who not? The person that's not going to be on one? Me right here, Nia Olivia, she doesn't ride motorcycles. I had a horrible experience on a motorcycle back in college at Southern, and I rode on a motorcycle with no helmet, and yes, I risked my life that time. And the guy who I was riding the motorcycle with, I remember he like popped a wheelie at one point. Like, he was just doing the most, not with me on there, but by himself. And then the motorcycle fell, and I was like, oh Lord, I still got to get back to campus. Like, we literally have to drive all the way across town to get back to campus. But now when I see motorcycles, I have been on a motorcycle since then, I just don't enjoy it. I don't like it. They go too fast for me. It's something I'm just never going to be able to do again. Ooh, okay, y'all. So this is one. Never will I ever go camping again where there is like an outhouse or there is a bathroom that is away from the main house. So let me tell y'all, one time I used to work as a camp counselor at this place called Caroline Mission in St. Louis. This was super long ago or whatever. And we went on a camping trip with kids, right? We were taking our students to a camping trip. It was a daycare. And in the middle of the night, some of my students needed to, or some of my kids, not students necessarily, some of the kids needed to go to the bathroom. It was like 3 of them. And they're like, we gotta go to the bathroom. And I'm like, okay, because, you know, of course, they can't go by themselves. I mean, these kids were like in 1st grade, like if that. I want to say either kindergarten or 1st grade. So I had to take them to the bathroom. But y'all, the bathroom was behind the cabin. And I'm not even talking about close. It was like a whole like building of bathrooms. It was like, I can't think of how many feet it was away, but like the distance in between, I don't know. It was far though. Like, I'm trying to think of a way that I could, like a school bus away or something. It was a good distance away. So I had to take them to the bathroom, but I was terrified. I was so scared. I mean, like, literally, I was, like, scared. So I take them to the bathroom, and when we get into the bathroom, I'm, like, creeping around, looking around and stuff, and I'm like, oh, my gosh. I don't know how we're going to get through this. And then I'm looking around because I'm like, what if Jason or some type of scary person comes, like a serial killer, and I'm here with these 3 kids. Like, how are we gonna get out of here? Because I know I can run, but I don't know if I can get everybody. So I'm like, okay, 1 kid would have to go on my back, 1 on my side, 1 on my other side. At this point in time, I'm like 22. Like, I just don't even know if I would be able to maneuver like that. But you never know what you can do till you get put in that situation. Because obviously I wouldn't leave a child, but I never want to ever be in a situation again where I'm camping like that. If I go camping, I need to be in a cabin that has all of the amenities, okay? I want that cabin looking nice, okay? I want it just, everything needs to be right there, or I'm gonna be in an RV like that has the bathroom in there, enclosed. But one thing I'm not gonna do is walk out and have to use a restroom anywhere else, because it's just too dangerous, too scary, and I just don't need those type of situations. I'm not taking chances like that out here with the type of people we have. So here's another one. One of the things that I will never ever do again is to not hold people accountable who have hurt me in my life. Sometimes, or not sometimes, but oftentimes, there are people in our lives who hurt us, and we sit there and we process, we sit there and we have all of these emotions inside of us, but we never let it out to that person. We tell our friends, we tell our friends, we tell our families. Sometimes we don't even tell anyone at all. We just keep it all bottled inside. But that does not help us. That does not help our overall well-being. That does not help our mental health. And so it's very important for you to start holding people accountable who have hurt you in your life. And so if people can't handle the fact that they have wronged you and you bring it up to them and you explain it to them, then maybe those people don't need to be a part of your life. One of the things that I'm going to be really intentional about for 2024 is that anytime when someone lets me down, when someone makes me feel sad, or when someone hurts me, I'm going to speak up and let them know. I'm not going to just let it fester and then years later I'm going to bring it up. No, I'm calling folks out on sight. Like, no, this is unacceptable behavior. I don't like it. And there are ways that you can explain this to them. I'm not saying to go off on people. I'm not saying to scream at people. But what I am saying is to maybe cool off and then come to them at a time when you know that you are going to be able to verbalize this in a way that they're going to hear you. Now, just because they hear you doesn't mean that they are going to understand. It doesn't mean that they're going to process it, and it doesn't mean that they're going to even say sorry to you back. But what it does mean is that you were able to release that. And that's the most important thing. So 2024, y'all, we're out here releasing things. We are not holding on to the things that people are doing to us. We're calling folks out all year long. And trust me, you're going to feel a lot better when you start doing this. Make sure you put in the comments what is something that you are never going to do again. Let us know, share with us, tell us why too. Like, what is the reason you never want to do this again? Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I truly appreciate it. If you were able to get anything out of this video, please make sure to hit that like button, y'all. That definitely lets YouTube know that you all are enjoying my content, and therefore they're going to share it out with more people, and I would really appreciate it. I just wish you all the best. Hope that you're having joy in your life. If you're not, just know that things are going to improve. This too shall pass, and be blessed.